Set them right quick, y'all. All right, man. BY3 the whole way. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Live from 85, back at it again. The realest one on the net, boss talk of business. I'm already rolled, I'm pretty sure. Y'all probably already rolled, man. So we're gonna get right to it, because we ain't gonna be on live a long time. Everybody's I've been seeing it, bro. Everybody talking about, man, who to go. Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy. People still feel Pac to go. People still feel Big to go. Nas, Snoop Dogg. I've heard T.I. I've heard Jeezy. I've heard so many people, right? And now I'm just really curious to hear what everybody else thinks, especially the people that subscribe to my channel. And with this being said, it ain't gonna be no bias on my end when I say, who's the GOAT or whatever, right? Because I've been thinking about it ever since I posted it earlier today. Who's the GOAT? If we talking about consistency, dropping classics, style, influence, who could we get a GOAT to? And I'm just not. I'm not gonna say the normals. Tupac and Biggie. Anytime I put the GOAT conversation out there, I always leave them out because they're what people always go to. But in this conversation, if you want to go to that, that's cool. But that's normal. You feel me? We're gonna really dissect it and think about it. Now I've been hearing people plead NBA YoungBoy case, and NBA YoungBoy he's on the quest of being the GOAT. He is. When it comes to YouTube and sales, he's the GOAT. This is another thing, man. When it comes to GOAT status, you gotta break it down. I think too. You got different sections of it. Like you got some people that didn't live long enough to put out things, to be considered the GOAT. Like Nipsey, for instance. Nipsey was on his way to GOAT status. But if you want to look at it from influence, Nipsey is on GOAT status because Nipsey did a lot of stuff that black folks talk about. For instance, opening up their own stores and helping people out in the hood and owning your own masters and all that. Nipsey's the GOAT when it comes to that because he followed the practices of Master P and Scarface and Jay Prince and etc. Let's take the Master P for a minute. Master P, he could be in that top for GOAT status. Go to Richmond, start a company, from a record store, $10,000. Build it into an empire to where everybody that drops is platinum. And people need to remember this. Master P used to drop a project every week. And no BS, man. Every time the man dropped, they went platinum, bro. I want to say Mercedes went platinum just off her cover art alone. You feel me? But I listened to the CD, it was good. But I'm just saying in the hood, people rush to buy that because that cover art. I ain't gonna lie. Same thing for Lil Kim. Let's go up top for a minute. We ain't gonna. We could separate it from females and males, but I guess I will. I separate it, even though I would put Lil Kim up there with the males too because Hardcore was a classic album, and I'm gonna tell you, man, Lil Kim when she dropped that La Bella Mafia, that was a classic album. The one that had lighters up and all that, that was classic. I don't know why I didn't get the recognition it deserved, but it was a classic album. It was bumping to me, man. Let's move it along a little bit. Let's go to Big. Big another one of those artists. He put out 2 CDs, both classics if you ask me, but he didn't have enough time to put out more work, you feel me? I know y'all get what I'm saying, but based off those 2, I would say he's in that conversation off of style alone because he gave the big dudes confidence. Big dudes weren't going out to they wouldn't see no bad woman back in the Gap and walk up on them till Big came out. I ain't say what you want. Or people don't give this man enough respect. Let's take it back further. Let's go Heavy D. Because that was the original overweight lover, you feel me? I know my music. I know my history. That's who put on for the big dudes first. People don't give him enough credit. And he's a legend in his own right. Because back then, like I say, he was the only person putting on for the big dudes. Dancing and all that. Go check out an old performance. Let's move it around a little bit. Let's go DMX. 5 #1 albums. 5. 2 of those were within a 1-year period. That's GOAT status on its own. I ain't even talking about the influence when everybody wanted to wear dog chains and ride motorcycles and try to even talk like DMX. You know, you had rappers that tried to rap like him, imitate his whole style from the bald head to the dog tags to man. You know what? People weren't really doing dog noises and all that, and they ad libs into DMX. Let's move to the West Coast. Let's move to the West Coast. Let's talk about a West Coast legend that people don't really talk about too much. DJ Quick. Production. He produced R&B, rock and roll, rap. On the production end, he on GOAT status. Just our production alone. Say they like the GOAT. Okay. But yeah, our production alone, he could be the GOAT. Like I say, in different genres and situations, you got GOAT status, and some you don't, because you know DJ Quick ain't just as well known as more out there as a Snoop Dogg. But like I say, our production wise, he would be the GOAT. Let's move on to Snoop Dogg. GOAT status. Off albums alone, though. Off albums alone. Influence alone. Style alone. You know, Snoop could be up there for real. I think people should put Snoop in that same category as Tupac, man. Let's take it down here to where I'm from. Let's talk about T.I. T.I. was trying to get the versus battle with 50, and T.I. said he had classic albums and he didn't lie in one sense. I'm gonna say trap music, urban legend, paper trail, and King, 4 classic albums. I'm not gonna really consider T.I. versus T.I.P., but classic albums though. Our albums alone, GOAT status. Our style alone, GOAT status. Everybody want to rock their caps like T.I. People were trying to talk like they were from the South. Let's move it on over to the M-Town. This is probably one of my top dudes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, G.O.A.T. People don't talk about G.O.A.T too much, man. I don't know why. Like Black Youngster said, G.O.A.T made more millionaires in Memphis than anybody. G.O.A.T been consistent with music. I remember back before he even got big, we used to go to the club and see him all the time. He with Rock Nation. His artists are still putting on. You know, he kind of fell back from the rapping, but then when he started back rapping, he just got back harder with it, man. Dolph, I ain't gonna say he doper than G.O.A.T. That's your opinion though. You know, that's cool. He definitely ain't on GOAT status, not yet. Give him a little bit more time, he will though. Let's see who else. You know, somebody else people don't really talk about. Let's go to the ATL. Let's talk about Ludacris. Ludacris had classic albums. Ludacris had a good run too. Ludacris putting out #1 albums. Then he switched it over and went to movies, and he was doing it in the movie lane. So you could put Ludacris in that GOAT situation. And Ludacris put on for his homeboys. People might think he didn't, but he put out Shauna. He put out Lil Faye. He put out the DTP what's that called, compilation album. He put people out. He put out I-20. You know, it's a lot of people you can put in this GOAT situation, this GOAT talk, a lot. Some people they put in it, I think need to do a little bit more. Let's go to Lil Baby. Give him a couple more years, he will be on GOAT status. I just don't think he is right now. That's just my opinion, but I know he will be sooner or later. It won't take too long because he breaking records every day. Man, in a freestyle battle, man, Ludacris would kill Eminem. I've said that for years, and that's the truth. I don't know, man. Ludacris would kill Eminem. You don't think so? Let's go back to Stump when him and Ti were going at each other. That work was hard, man. Man, hey, Ludacris go hard, bro. People they can't hate on him. Let's switch over to STL. Let's go to St. Louis with it. How about Nelly? Nelly could be in that situation. Nelly had two number one albums in 1 year. Country Grammar was diamond. You feel me? Diamond. Nelly was putting on. Nelly was doing his thing, and then he put on his click. Nelly had the clothing line. He had the recording company. Nelly was doing his thing. Nelly could be in that. It's a lot, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people that could be in it. Scarface. Scarface was probably one of the first people in the South that man, Scarface, matter of fact, was the first rap song I ever heard on a white tape deck. Him and this dude that called himself the Funky Little Nigga. I heard that was the first rap I ever heard in my life. So Scarface could be in it. He put on Pioneer. It's a lot of folks, man. You got people that would put Beanie Siegel in it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I personally would. He good, but I wouldn't put him in GOAT status. But he was good though. People messaging me, man, while I be on the line. Man, what I'm gonna do with the printer, dude? But yeah, it's a lot of people you could put in there, man. Let's see who else. I'm forget. It's so many people. It's so many people, man. I can't even think. On the women end, I never hear anybody say anything about Gangsta Boo, and she's on GOAT status. Gangsta Boo put out two classic albums. Gangsta Boo went hard, man. Like that's probably one of the hardest female rappers I ever heard in my life. She could be on GOAT status. Queen Latifah, she killing in movies, but was known for the rap. And I remember back when I was younger, Queen Latifah was pretty popular too. Remember, I'm 35. I got sisters, and they would listen to Queen Latifah. She was popular. Classic TV show, Living Single. Like I say, man, it's so many people out here with GOAT status, so it's hard to put somebody at number one. So this is how I classified everybody great. You feel me? I wouldn't disagree with you one bit, bro. MC Light was hard as a rock. Hey, that's probably my second favorite female rapper. Believe it or not, bro, me and my nephew listened to Cha 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 the other day. Cause we made an instrument where we listened to the instrumental of it and we were rapping to it. But yeah, I put MC Light in that. It's a lot of people, man. A lot of people that can go in that category. But y'all let me know in the comments, man, who y'all think, man. Like real talk, because it's a lot of people putting these new rappers in it and they're good, but man, people know, man, you gotta put in a little bit more work before you start calling somebody GOAT, because you just can't throw that title on nobody. They tell you work for that. You feel me? Just like how people throw everything as a classic. Everything's not a classic, you feel me? Classic is when you can put it in and not fast forward nothing. That's a classic. When you can put it in, let it play out. Nobody making classics like that no more. Everybody I just named had a classic album. Everybody. If at least once they had a classic album. Everybody. That would consider you a GOAT status. That if you don't have a classic album, you shouldn't even be talked about. First off, that's just my thought. And the only people that should be talked about in GOAT situations are people with classic albums that don't put work in. Yeah, yeah, I give you that one, but a little bit more work though. Just a little bit more work, man. A little bit more work. I'm finna get off here, man. Y'all leave me some likes, get in them comments. Go back and watch these other videos that I've been loading up, man. Be what through the hallway, man. As always, men, hold up for you. Do what you supposed to know what you want to do.